Hello, art friends. Miss Fontaine here. Today we're going to draw a Pablo Picasso style cartoon portrait. The portrait could be a self portrait, which means a drawing of yourself, or it could be a portrait of another person. That's going to be up to you. There are some materials that we do need today. We're going to need a blank piece of paper, a ruler, a pencil, and something to add color with. So our first step is we're going to create guidelines on our paper. These are lines that tell us where to place different features in our drawing. You might remember these from when we made 1 point perspectives in fourth grade when we drew the road going through the mountains. So the first thing I'm going to do is I know that I have a 9 by 12 sheet of paper. I know that this is my shorter direction. So this is 9 inches. I know that half of 9 is 4.5. So I'm going to line up my paper. I'm going to make sure the 0 on the inches side is right flush with the edge of the paper. My 9 is over here. I'm going to find 4.5 and just make a little line so I know where that is. Going this way, my paper is 12 inches. So if I line that up right there, there's the 0 and hits the 12. I know that half of 12 is 6. So I'm going to come over to my 6. I'm going to make a little line that goes this way. These are guidelines now to show me how to break my paper into 4 even spaces. I'm going to put my ruler right under this line that goes across and make a very light line. Then I'm going to put my ruler up against this tiny line that's going up and down and make a very tiny line. I now have 4 equal spaces in my paper. Another way to do this is you could fold the paper in 4s and then just work with the folds. So now that I have those guidelines, not too dark, they will get erased in the end. I'm going to start by making the head and the neck. Now, again, this is a cartoonish type drawing, so we're going to have some fun with this. So I have a square head up there. I'm going to create a neck, just going to be 2 lines. I'm just going to come straight out into the bottom of my paper. We're not going to erase any of these lines yet. They're going to help us to place different parts of the face. The next step is I'm going to add the nose. And I'm going to hit a few points on the nose. I'm going to start at this top middle line. And then I'm going to meet somewhere over here and somewhere over here. Kind of equal distance. And then I'm going to bring it back down to right over here. So watching how I'm going to do this, I'm going to take this and go down to there. I'm going to hook over to there, making use of that dark line I'd already created, and then go right down to there. Next up, I'm going to add a mouth and a chin. And I know that these don't exactly look like those features yet, but you will see this coming part soon. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to kind of make letter M, a lowercase m. I could turn my paper on its side and make my lowercase m with a straight line down to the bottom. That's helped me to create some basic lines for my person. I'm going to draw the left profile of the face. It's going to actually be looking this way. So it's like a side profile. I'm going to start down here on that letter M. I'm going to grab the part that's right over here. And I'm going to kind of pick a spot where my mouth is going to end. And I'm going to curve down to that. And then curve back to that. Very similar to a heart, kind of going sideways. And right in there, I'm going to create a line that connects those 2 pieces. Perfect. Up here in this square, this area, I'm going to add the left eye and the eyebrow. So I'm going to start by making the greater than less than symbol, creating that just like that. And inside of that, I'm going to place an oval. And inside the oval, nice little circle with an eyebrow. I'm going to move over to the right side of the face and create the right eye. And this one's going to be looking straight forward. I'm going to create kind of like an oval with points at the end. I'm going to place a circle inside, another circle right in there, an eyebrow right there. I'm going to come down to those lips To add a little bit more to them, I'm going to kind of make a backward C connecting these two spaces, just like that. And I'm going to continue that line that goes right through. I'm going to add some ears next. I'm going to place them in different spaces. The ear over here is going to be a little bit above this line, whereas the ear over here will go a little below this line. So I'm going to go like that. And my bigger chunk is above the line. And here my bigger chunk is below the line, creating that uneven shapes. The last thing to add on to this is hair, and I want to keep those lines as smooth as possible. We don't want to get all crazy, not make it very realistic at all. So I'm going to jump right up to here. Just curve right in. And I'm going to do the same on that side, but I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter. Next step is I'm going to erase all those guidelines now, making sure that I don't erase the important parts of my person. It helps if you start at one line and follow that whole line down, making sure to get rid of only the things on that line that you don't need. We get used to seeing the lines and we get confused with what belongs and what doesn't belong. Then I'm going to go to my line that goes across, erasing only the parts that are supposed to be erased. And there you have it. I have my Van Gogh style portrait. When adding colors, we want to make sure that we're adding bright, bold colors. Oh, look at that. Miss Fontaine forgot those lines right in there. So easy to forget those. So back to that. Bright, bold colors, different colors for different sides of the face, different colors for the eyeballs, the lips, the hair. Use those guidelines that you can still kind of see to help you separate this into all different sections. I would keep this side of the face the same color, even though it kind of bounces into that section. Well, I cannot wait to see your finished products, and I'll make sure to color mine and share it with you. Good luck. Have fun.